This weekend, Stories on Stage is back for the season. We're so excited. Their first show is called Enslaved by Ducks. They come up with the best titles. Joining us this morning to talk about it is the artistic director, Anthony Powell. Anthony, so good to have you back.
Thanks to be here.
Okay, we were just talking about this show. Tell me how it came to be. The name is so fun.
Well, I mean, who doesn't love stories about animals?
Right.
They enrich our lives beyond our capacity to repay them. And actually, I found a book called Enslaved by Ducks about this guy who has 1 million animals. It's the story today.
Hear from.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so much fun. So that's the inspiration behind it. You found this gentleman who wrote this, and we're going to hear a little bit, which is always a blast. We were just talking about kind of what goes into prepping for the season. You do 9 shows in the season. Each one you have 3 to 4 actors on stage, and this is something you're working on in the entire off season to prep. Just share a little bit about what goes into that, how you're selecting these stories and casting and all of that, Anthony.
Well, it's reading. So finding stories, and a lot of stories end sort of on a dark note. So you got to find the ones that maybe have a little hope.
Yeah.
That's what I work towards. And Denver just has such a great acting community. So, finding the actors is no problem, except the really good ones are often working.
Right.
So, but it's finding the story, matching the actor. It's great fun.
It's so much fun. I love what you guys are doing. And this is a big year. 25th anniversary you're going to be celebrating. You're going to have a little party before the show. Tell us about it.
Well, our audience is, I call them the best theater audience in Denver. So we're going to say thank you by having a big party beforehand. People can come by about 12:30 or so. The show starts at 2 and enjoy food and meet the actors. And
for anyone who hasn't been to Stories on Stage, give us like a little bit of a background of who you are, since we're kicking off the new season.
Well, we feature some of Denver's very best actors performing short stories, which sounds crazy, but it's a hoot. And they play all the different parts, and they bring all the emotion and the humor of the story to life.
Yeah, no, it's so much fun. When and where can we see the show? We've got info on the screen right now for this weekend.
It's Su Teatro this Sunday, 2 o'clock the show, party beforehand. And parking's easy, and come on down.
Beautiful, such a great venue. And for anyone that's new to Stories on Stage, party before for the 25th anniversary, and then you always have something after too. Tell us about that.
Oh, well, our signature is cookies and milk, free cookies and milk after every show. And again, the actors come down. And it's story time for grown-ups.
Yeah.
So cookies and milk are a requirement.
Fantastic. All right, Anthony, it's the best part of the day. Take it away with our sneak peek, my friend.
Thank you so much. This is from a story called The Parrot Who Hated Me by Bob Tart. As soon as we got him home, my wife's new parrot, Dusty, began to look like trouble. The first week or so that Dusty spent with us, he displayed warmth toward Linda and bland indifference toward me, but our relationship hit the skids the day that Dusty decided that Linda was the only family member with whom he would bond. As he sat on his cage top waiting for Linda to return from work, I approached to say hello. He replied by pecking me soundly on the cheek. Determined to give no quarter to this massively intimidating bird, I hesitantly raised my wrist and commanded him, "Step up." He responded by sinking his beak into my forearm. He held on so firmly that when I snatched away my arm, he stayed stapled to my flesh and rode along as I staggered helplessly around the living room. Rushing into the backyard, I confronted Linda and cursed her new parrot as a criminal, a freak, a monster that had no business living in a house with normal people. "No animal has ever treated me like this," I howled with indignation. "I've never been anything but decent to that bird." To her credit, Linda never exactly laughed at me, though an hour later, while reading an Emily Bronte novel, she kept snickering. "Who knew Emily Bronte was so funny?" I said. "Oh, Emily Bronte's a riot," she said.
Thank you so much, Anthony. We so appreciate you.
It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. And you guys can go check out the new Stories on Stage this Saturday at Su Teatro.
Sunday,
Su Teatro. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.